Hello, I'm Big Boss, and I will be your host today for filling in for Flying Hawaiian. Um, Today, we are going to be talking about a little more controversial topic, being bump stocks and FRTs, or forced trigger reset, how they are legal and how they are a big gray zone. Now,
All right, sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm really not used to streaming on YouTube. I mostly make videos and then edit on my channel, Cloto Custom Creations. Um, but as we were talking about, is um, since I do not have a co-host to um, talk about this these content with, um, it's going to go to y'all and how much I really know to help out um, the back and forth of this stream. If not, it's just going to be me ranting. But that's okay. Um, Going back to the topic of bump stocks. Um, as I was saying, what they would do is that they would let the gun kind of float in them, so that as it fired, the recoil would force the gun back into the stock, and your finger would be pushed off of the trigger. And then, whenever the gun would go back forward, your finger, if you kept it held down, it would force your finger to pull the trigger again. Um, which means that essentially you can turn a regular gun into a machine gun, and it is highly frowned upon. Yes, it is technically legal. It is a loophole, but um, it's one of those iffy downhill slopes that do we really need that? I mean, full auto could be fun, yeah. Could it be dangerous? Absolutely. Whenever you are using full auto, especially in a rifle caliber or any of that, it will kick around. So could it go off target? And if you, the people who were, using this were enthusiasts, yes, but also several criminals used it to create bad incidents and shootings because they used them on rifles that um, had been legally obtained. Everything had been legally obtained, but putting them together ended up making these true assault weapons. And it really created some damage. So now we have, bump stocks have been pretty much banned again. And now they have something else called forced reset triggers. They're a trigger control group that you can put into a rifle or AR platform that will, as the gun um, goes, as the bolt goes back over the uh, trigger group, it will actually force the trigger forward. Um, and then if you're still squeezing the trigger, it's just going to re-trip the sear. So again, you can have a full auto capabilities going through a yet another loophole. Now, what are we going to see in coming years? Don't know. Might do nothing, might do a lot. It depends on who is using them. Um, it it could just be enthusiasts once again who just want to have the full auto fun without the full auto price tag. But again, you need to worry about the criminal element. They're going to do the exact same thing. And it's yes, it's expensive to do still with a with the trigger control group, but it's much cheaper than full auto, which means if you have criminals who want to go out there with true assault weapons, this might give them that ability to do so. And it's once again a slippery slope. Who or what, you don't know. Will it happen? Hopefully not. But it's yet another loophole people are trying to get through to give them something to another question. Do we need them? Do we need full auto capabilities as civilians? Um, Personally, I think that we really don't. I mean, it's more of the things of what we want versus what we need. Are we ever going to truly need a full auto capability um, presence as a civilian community? And once again, if we do need them, there's a big worry. With full auto capabilities comes full auto recoil. That recoil can get you off target very fast. And it, poses a question that you need to ask yourself. Are you willing to risk the lives of people behind the target, on side of the target, in front of the target, everywhere around your target to take down this person? Now, this is probably going to be a shorter stream because, once again, do not have co-hosts to talk about to keep it going. And I'm really relying on chat to, if there will be any chat, hopefully there is. Just talking alone is kind of boring. But that's really all I know currently about these things. And yes, they're interesting. Yes, they're new. Um, do we need them? I don't think so. Um, so we're going to be calling it at only half an hour. Again, sorry about the technical problems. I'm not used to this. It's very unknowing on how to do this. It's not like I'm doing anything on stream except for talking. And so this has been more of just me as a rant than a true talk. Again, I'm just filling in for Flying Hawaiian today. And Kanan unfortunately couldn't make it. I couldn't find a way for him to join us in stream. Again, my inexperience with this streaming ability. And I assure you, next week we will have a much better stream whenever we have everyone back on. So, this has been Big Hoss. Hopefully, Flying Hawaiian will be back with us soon. So, a shout out to the sponsor, Dubby. I do not have the capability of putting in the thumbnails and stuff of the Dubby. So I'll be saying Dubby is a great all natural energy drink powder that can give you all the energy without the crash. It is quite tasty. They have a bunch of flavors that that you can choose from. Even some you mix with milk that is like s'mores and dessert flavors. Um, so if I were you, I would give it a try. It is definitely um, it is definitely a good drink. So that has been my rant, and hopefully you at least understand what these things are, be aware of them, and please be aware of your own safeties as well. Goodbye.